Hello people, and welcome to yet another episode of Sandman's Tackle Time. Today we've got a bit of a special one for you. We're down the Blenny Hill here at SONIK River, and we're at the business park. Got a couple of rods here today. They're the new SONIK GRAVITY SURF rods. I know there's a lot of mixed reviews on SONIK rods. I've heard it all before, but I'll talk about these and season use and fish with them, bits and bobs like that. Been asked by our local tackle shop, Andy Rutherford, and known a lot of you by Rutherford's Angling, to do a little bit of a review on them. So he's given us first butchers at them, so thanks a lot mate, we'll certainly do that. First of all, I've got here is a new IMAX fishing shelter. There's a lot of lads been speaking very highly of these. I absolutely adore this, so I'm quickly just going to get cracking on, put this up. So you've never seen one of these put up before, this is for you. Here we go. One thing I like about the fishing shelter, it's got to go up in a blink of an eye and be able to take it down in a blink of an eye. Go up there. That's it. One in, that's two in. And what you do when you get to that stage, I mean that's how light that is, people. You can literally pick it up and put it anywhere you like. But put it there so you can get out the way of that wind. Then always carry some spikes with us. All these are what brickies use to get a straight line. I think they're absolutely brilliant. That's it, done, up, ready to rock and roll. So, like I say, we're here at the Riverway today on the Blenny Hill, and thanks to Andy Rutherford, he's given us a pair of the new Gravity Surfs, made by SONIK. Before you start, I know what you're going to say about SONIK. I know all about it, I've heard it all before, the snap, this, that and the other. But what I've been told is that there's factories in China that's good, there's factories in China that's bad. Apparently they used to be made in a factory that was very, very bad, to say the least. And now they've moved factories and they've gone on to a good one. And they've come up with this guy. It's 3-piece. It comes in 14'4" and 15'4". There's a fireworks going off behind us. 14'4" and 15'4". The 14-foot version retails for, I've got a piece of paper here with all the details on, make sure I get it right, £299 and £329 for the 15-foot 4 version. It's made of the latest high modulus carbon, extremely light, it's quite porty, it's nice, unground for added stiffness. It comes with a lovely set of gear guides on, if you can say that there, absolutely fantastic them, love them to bits. Just turn the rod round. There it is there, comes in 3 pieces like we see. The glass tip is actually, I've been told it's spliced on some other Continental rods, apparently it's only spliced down to here. But on these guys it's spliced right the way back down to here, the GT tip, the glass tip. So, I mean, bite detection is absolutely fantastic to say the least. I've just had a little bite of a whitey on there a little while back, and it showed up in there, absolutely fantastic. So again, you've got your K guides on, it's under-whipped. It's absolutely fantastic piece of kit. I've got both versions here. This is the 14-foot version. This is obviously the 15-foot version. I'm fishing with the 14-foot version now. As the video goes on, I'll have a quick chat here, show you when hopefully we get a couple of fish in. You see how it reacts and all the rest of it. So here we go. Right, so what we're using today here at the Blenny Hill, good old 2 hook flappers. You've seen us make them many times on Sandmans Tackle Time before. Just briefly talk you through it. I'll quickly hear on. I know there's a nation of lads out there now, these with the eyes shut. Kids, new starters, all that. Let's see if we can help them along a bit. Anyway, so here we've got 100 gram UK hooks grip sinker. The reason I'm using 100 gram, I don't normally use this high, but with us testing this new Gravity Surf, SONIK Gravity Surf, they can go up there to that range, and I thought, well, that's probably a good weight to use up here. Here we've got the Tronics Pro rig winders. I think these things here are absolutely fantastic. How many times have you had a 2 hook flap and you've wrapped around your fingers and you wrap around? It never comes apart straight away as soon as you want to like use it. It always gets knotted up, this, that and the other. Well, with these things, every single time you can see now I'm taking it apart, they just, honestly, they absolutely fall apart. It's great. That's it, it's done. There's the good old, faithful fast link like you've seen us make on Sandmans Tackle Time. That's it there. There's your sinker. That just simply pops onto there. Just like that. Done. Right then, let's get this bit. You've seen us. 2 hook flapper rig. Very basic. There's nothing complicated about it. 100 gram sinker or 4 ounce. Here you've got a fast link like you've seen us make. The rig body of this is £30. You can use 25 or £30 amnesia. I always prefer black. Here we've got one of them little power swivels. They're actually tiny little things, but that's a £100 breaking strain, believe it or not, with a couple of little black beads with 2 crimps either side. Further up on the rig, you repeat the whole process again. And then on your hook snuds, this here happens to be I think it's 10. I do use 8 as well for the river. That's £8 clear amnesia, which, as you all know, I'm an absolute huge fan of amnesia. It's great stuff. Right then, the hooks that we're using today, there it is there. That there is a size 1 Sakuma Stinger. One thing that you can do with these hooks on here, just get a pair of pliers out my bag. If you get the hook, get a hold of the end, just give it a little twist. Just do that again. So as you can see, it's now sitting slightly offset. There we go, that's better. Okay, the bait that we're using today, well, it's one of a few baits, but here we've got fresh crab. So I've already shelled it. I'm going to go in through there. I'm going to go in through there. Some little bits and bobs of shell there, like. And we're going to go in through there, and that's to there. And now get the good old faithful bait loader. I used to have a little short stumpy one, but it's amazing what happens when my kids get into my tackle box. Anyway, so if you've seen us do time and time again, that goes into there like that. It's going nowhere. Cracking piece of kit, these bait loaders. I'm glad to say there's quite a few out there actually having to go up making them yourselves. Great to see, love it, keep it up, fantastic. Anyways, you can see that's going on there, rather nice. The reason I'm using cotton today is because, I'll be honest with you, I'm getting plagued with crabs at the moment. So I'll try and keep the bait on the hook a little bit longer, get some cotton on. Oop, it's alive. Right, here we go. Look at that. That's absolutely perfect. Them bait loaders are absolutely cracking piece of kit. Honestly, they really are. Anyway, another thing that we're going to add to this is we're going to put a little slither of mackerel on the end. Just a nice, thin slither of mackerel. So there's the bait. There it is there. See, plenty of the barb, it's nice and free, well presented. Right, so that's one. Time to get the other one and do it all again. Please beware, if you're going to use these Sakuma stinger hooks, please watch your hands, because these are deadly sharp. Deadly sharp. Right, here we go. So, back in again, twist it around, back through. That's where you end up. Good old bait loader. Into there. And again, we'll use a little bit of cotton, like I said, just for the good old knife and fork brigade there, the crabs. Pop the hook off that bit there. Here we go. A little slither of mackerel. And that's it, ready to go. Two lovely baitings ready. So as soon as this one comes in, we'll get them ones out and get it out, and hope we'll get something. Might be half decent flounder this. It's like electric shock running up my arm, this rod. I can feel the fish biting. It's running straight through the rod into my arm. I'm not sure, I don't think it's a flat, you know, like, might be a little whitey or something. I'm hoping wrong, like, I hope it is a flounder. difference in the weight there. One on the bottom, got one on the top, there's an even better one on the bottom. Now boys and girls, there's a nice little flounder there. Just got us off and running. Bite detection, as you saw yourself, was absolutely fantastic on that SONIK Surf. Fantastic it was. There it is. One nice flounder. It's about 28, 29 maybe. So we'll go and get it measured. So what we've got here is we've done a single crab bait. That's it there, nothing else, just crab. And there's a bit of a change. I'm going to get a crab's nipper. It's a shame it's split like, but it is what it is. Let's get the other hook. And this time I think we'll put some crab's nipper. Any old fashioned, nothing special. On the size 1 Sakuma stinger. And we're just going to put a little tug end and mackerel strip on the end. Just like that. And again, my rod's going like the clappers. Crack like that. One of the things I always like to do, fishing with flatties, was taught by me by a few lads. Move the bait around, reel it a couple of foot, put it back down. Flatties predator fish, they'll go for a moving bait. That's exactly what I've done there. Just move the bait a little bit, a bit of a teaser. Looks like we're going for a water game, chaps. These rocks are a nightmare. This one's barely size, but that might be scraping size, I don't know, it'll be tight. So, as I say, Andy Rutherford give us these two rods, asked us to say a few nice things about them. Well, I'll say nice things about them if I think that they're good gear, because I'm on your side, I'm an angler like the rest of you, and that's the way it is. These feel absolutely fantastic to say the least. I've showed them around a few of the lads here at the Blenny. I've never heard a bad word said about them. Some of the Northeast top anglers has had these out on trial. Stevie Graham, great angler. Bob Gascoigne, great angler. I think Kenny McCoy had these out, not 100% on that, but I think Kenny had them out. And all the reports that come back was that these were an absolutely fantastic rod by far. And I'm saying the same thing. The feel great, great bite detection, just absolutely fantastic, brilliant. Anyway, I was handed this piece of paper. This is what it says about them. It says the new SONIK Gravity Surf rods widen the boundaries of shore and rod development, incorporating a high modulus carbon fibre and low resin blend. The Gravity Surf rods have some of the highest strength to weight ratio ever seen on a shore rod, finished with an unground carbon wrap to add strength, along with a high-vised spliced glass tip to give unparalleled bite detection. Even at long range, the Gravity Surf rods tick all the right boxes when looking for a market-leading continental surf style rods. Complete with Fuji rail seat, Fuji Alkanite's K-Series guides, which are under-whipped for extra durability, as well as being a good eye catcher. Makes the rod look really bonny, as we all know. The features include featherweight high modulus carbon, Fuji Alkanite's K-Series guides, which we all know are absolutely great. Same guides, basically guides that's used on Century rods. Fuji rail fitting, shrink wrap on the lower part of the handle to improve grip whilst casting. White spliced glass tips for easy bite detection in poor light conditions. Unground carbon finished at the rod joints makes it easy to take them apart. As you've seen on certain Century rods, you'll get, I've even done it on some of the rod builds that I've done, you'll put like a piece of shrink tube either side so you can part at the spigot, you can part the rod tip away from the butt as you do. The casting weight on the 14-foot 4 version is up to 449 grams, and on the 15-foot 4 version it's up to 591 grams. Apparently these is made at the new Colmic factory in China, I've been told, which is one of the better factories to get these rods made at. I must say it, they feel absolutely fantastic. I'm just hoping that that's true. This Colmic factory's come up trumps, and this is the way things is going to start up, because I must admit they're absolutely fantastic fireworks. The bite detection on that one, absolutely fantastic. I'm going to leave that for a bit for you people just to watch that tip. Keeping in mind I'm using £50 Spectra braid on a Daiwa tournament linear, so I do appreciate the braid will show up a lot of the bites. I'll just quickly show you the reel and the setup I'm doing. I'll let a bit slap off. There it is there. These are pure quality, say the least. Again, just like the SONIK Gravity, these can be purchased at Andy Rutherford's Angle down there at Roker Avenue. Give him a ring, he's on the internet as well if you want anything. He's probably one of the best one-stop shops around here, whipping thread, all the rest of it. He's up there with the top fishing shops around here. Blends in lovely with Moonfleet, Cratton Shop, Northeast Tackle Supplies, Fishing Republic, all good shops. But Andy does the stuff like the whipping threads and stainless steel wire. He does a lot of things that tackle shops don't do. He's your Coniflex main deal. He sells Century. And I'm over the moon. You can see that bite in the background. He's lent us these two rods to do a little bit of a review on them. And thanks very much, mate. They're absolutely fantastic. This is killing me leaving this on the end of here. I'm going to play this and see if there's something half decent on the end. See what this is about. Just a little tip if you're new to braid. I know a lot of people out there, you've used it a long time, but for those that's never used it before, try not to strike into your fish, because there's no stretch in braid, there's no give, it is what it is. It'll just pull straight out the fish's mouth. What I always tend to do is reel into the fish. I'm going to do it in a minute. So you get a bite, as soon as you feel that nibbling away, reel into the fish. saw us put that up relatively quickly. I'm going to have a little bit of a gamble here. I reckon I can take that down completely in the bag in round about 1 minute. Timers. Ta-da! So, it may not have been a minute, maybe it's a little bit over, but it's definitely been under 2 minutes, I bet. So not bad. Cracking little fishing shelter from IMAX, strongly recommend it, lads. 70 quid I think it retails from. North East Tackle Supplies, Rutherford's Angling do them. Fantastic piece of kit, get one bought. Well people, come to the end of another Blenny Hill opening, a Sandmans tackle time I should say. Final thought on these SONIK Gravity Surf rods. You've got the 14-foot 4 version for £299. You've got the 15-foot 4 version for £329. I've showed you how throughout the day the way that they perform, both with fish on, the way they cast. The bite detection on them is just phenomenal. It's as simple as that, absolutely fantastic. Hitting onto SONIK a bit, we all know that they've got a bad name, they've had a bad reputation. But let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They say that they were in a crap factory over there in China. You get factories that make crap rods, you get factories that make good rods. Apparently they've moved factory, they've then gone on, what's it called? Let's get my name right. The Colmic factory. They've moved to there. And this is what we've got here. I've had Stevie Graham down here today, great North East angler. Bob Gascoigne's had a go at these. Kenny McCoy's had a go at these, I think, and everybody says they're just an absolutely fantastic rod. I've used them today, where I've been using the 14-foot version. There it is there. I've had a couple of fish out on it, felt absolutely beautiful. When you get a bite and you're holding the rod like that, it's like an electric shock's coming down the into your arm. It's absolutely fantastic. A little bit pokey. They're just fantastic. Care guides, the build quality's there. So lads, in my opinion, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's see what they are. It'll be horrible to see in 6 months' time people turn around saying, oh wait, I went and got one of them SONIK Surfs, Gravity Surf, and it snapped this, that and the other. Let's hope that's not the case. Personally, I don't think it is the case. I think they'll come up trumps, I really do. Cracking rod. You want my advice? You're looking for a new rod? You've got a bit £300 spare? Go and buy one, because I know I would. See you in the next episode of Sandmans Tackle Time. Be safe, take care, bye bye. Go on, Dave.
What's that?
It doesn't matter what rod, we had got him in zippy straight every time you get up. I lost the sinker there a little bit.